Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the OCVarsity Gridiron Show Championship Edition. I'm Dan Albano with the Orange County Register, joined by my colleague Steve Fryer, as we are going to predict these exciting championship games coming up this Friday and Saturday, November 28th and 29th. And we also have a surprise guest prognosticator with us tonight, and that is Teran Rodriguez of Sunset Rewind. Teran and I are together after the CIF media luncheon. How you doing, Teran? Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, Teran.
Buddy.
Good to see you again, T-Man.
Great to see you.
All right, so let's go right to Division 13. This game is on Friday at Montebello High School. One of the best stories in Orange County football this season. Woodbridge started 0-7, and look at them now. The Warriors, under first-year coach and alumnus Connor McBride, in the finals, taking on Montebello. It's got a great story in themselves, but Orange County Warriors in the finals for the first time, Steve, since 1998. Got a freshman quarterback in Wayland Stone, who's playing very well for the Warriors. And of course, they are physical ground team. Just came off defeating the top-seeded Saddleback Roadrunners. Sorry, Steve, in the semifinals. Who do you have in this game?
Jeepers, if they beat my Roadrunners, man, I got to go with the Warriors, right? They beat the top-seeded team. Saddleback was my pick to win the whole thing. And, Woodbridge did the job, especially on defense. Andre Scott, the quarterback for Saddleback, was having a great year, and they really limited his effectiveness. So, you got to go with Woodbridge. I think their defense is playing lights out right now, and they'll get it done.
Okay. I'm also going with Woodbridge. Talk to the Warriors a little bit at the luncheon today. And they talked about Montebello being a run heavy team, which Woodbridge kind of is itself. And, Woodbridge has felt familiar playing some run heavy teams like they mentioned Portola, for example, Buena Park. Teran, who do you have in this game?
Oh, man, this one's a tricky one. I mean, you look at the schedule that Woodbridge played. Obviously, they had a rough start, but then it's not a matter of what they've done then, it's a matter of what they've done now. And I think Woodbridge is playing its peak football. You mentioned Montebello is a run team, and they have experience playing run-heavy teams. I got to go with Woodbridge. I think that's the logical choice. I think it's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be close, but I think Woodbridge will cap off the miracle season.
All right, got to go with that. And I certainly echo Teran's comments about, Woodbridge 0-7, but look at the quality of those teams that they played. Several multiple league champions, semi-finalists. All right, Steve and Teran, let's go to Division 8. Also on Friday night, November 28th, at Brea Olinda, which was a soggy, wet field in the semifinals. Hopefully it'll be better condition for this championship game. Beckman and Brea Olinda, and a very good Orange County matchup. You got a very bruising running back who I could see doing well in this game, and that's Mackay from Beckman, who really is, having a great postseason, playing outstanding football. But for Coach Marcelo Giuliano, but Wildcats back in the finals for the first time since 2018. They're 10-3, came out of a very competitive Kappa league, lost that very tight game to Segerstrom. Who do you have in this game, Steve?
Brea has kind of come out of, in my mind, come out of the darkness and come into the light as far as being successful. I overlooked that team all gosh darn year, and I was watching them, win league games and kind of thinking, okay, are they a top 25 team? Kind of put them in that thing. But Beckman, you mentioned Tchaikovsky, the running back, was really good. But Noah Nam's a good quarterback as well, So I think that I think they can throw it a little bit too. Nickerson over there at Brea is a heck of a football player too. But I'm going with Marcello Giuliano's boys, the Beckman Patriots, Dan.
Yeah, Gavin Nicholson, a very good dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
Brea impressing me. I didn't think they were going to beat Irvine in the semis. They did. I'm picking Beckman as well.
Okay.
Teran, real quick, who's your pick?
I gotta go with Beckman. I think Beckman is just playing some of its best ball. For Olinda, I just gotta say I was pretty impressed with them against Irvine.
Right.
I think Beckman just has the whole complete package. So give me the Patriots to win this one. I think it's going to be a great matchup, but I got Beckman.
All right, let's go, fellas. Let's go to Division 4, La Habra. This game's going to be on Saturday. It's going to be at a satellite field of Mount San Jacinto College. Look at our coverage certainly before you head out there to see the specific location of that game. So it's going to be La Habra against San Jacinto, and this is a very exciting game. Both teams 10-3, but it turns out I learned at the luncheon today, both these teams are very familiar with each other. They scrimmage against each yearly. Both coaches are very friendly, and they even compete in passing league together. So La Habra, a lot of good juniors, including DJ Mitchell, Kavika at running backs, who having a big postseason, emerging with some good line play. Going to see some athletes out there with San Jacinto, experienced postseason team last few years. Who do you have in this one, Steve?
Man, San Jacinto's pretty good. You look at their schedule; they play Olinda, et cetera. Right, pretty good group.
Yeah.
But I'm a big DJ Mitchell guy. I love that kid. I think he's a wonderful athlete. This is the kind of kid that we're going to see play some college football someday soon. A couple years away, obviously, but. I like La Habra. Mazzota's, got that pedigree. He's won how many championship rings does that guy have? 5, 6? What does he got? Got quite a few. So I
7.
think
One shy of an Orange County record.
Yeah. So I think that Frank adds another one here with this game.
All right. I am also picking La Habra. Come out of that tough Epsilon League, play teams like Green Lutheran, Huntington Beach, a lot of resilience to get on this road. And, great coaching with Coach Mazzota. Teran, very quickly, who do you got?
I'll take La Habra as well. I think they're a very physical team. They run the ball effectively. The best way to keep an opposing team's offense in check is to keep them off the field. And La Habra did a really good job of that against Huntington Beach for the most part. But I'll take La Habra. I think they'll get it done. And I think Frank Mazzota gets number 8.
Hey, you know what, too, guys? La Habra uses bagpipes, too. And I think that can't be overlooked, how effective that can be.
I'm sure. Hopefully, the bagpipes, the Rooter bus will make the trip. I know La Habra's been doing that, some stuff as well. All right, let's go to Division 2. Also on Saturday, this is the game Steve Fryer is going to be covering. I think it's must-see theater if you're an Orange County football fan, where you got the Alpha League rivals hooking up at San Clemente. One town, one team hosting the Division 2 final against Los Al. Now, in the Alpha League, it was one of the surprising results of the season was the way San Clemente defeated Los Alamitos. I think it was 28-9, and it was the Griffins' first loss. They were off to their best start since, I think, 1998, and San Clemente got them. Preston Beck, their sophomore QB, 3 touchdown passes. But here comes Los Alamitos again. Their offense has been revved up since then. We know about how they scored all those points against Mission Viejo. They just knocked off the number 1 seed. Both teams are playing very well. Disciplined team. Who do you have in this one, Steve?
I saw Los Alamitos look so good against San Juan Hills in the quarterfinals. My goodness, if Los Al plays like that, they're going to win this game. But San Clemente, I think I've been overlooking them a little bit too. It's been defense for them. It's been like a no-name defense sort of guy. Yeah, Jackson Rex is great. Beck, the sophomore quarterback, has been really good. Sloan, the running back, has been terrific too. But man, this Lenny Ibarra kid over there at Los Alamitos, that's a one-man wrecking crew. He does everything. The best player in Orange County football, him, Trent Mosley, kind of in the same in that argument for me anyway. But man, I just really like Los Al, Jackson Ranger on the defensive side of things. Braden McKenna anchored a really good offensive line that played wonderful against San Juan Hills. Los Al's my pick, guys.
All right, this is a really tough game for me to pick. I have, I just saw Los Alamitos look. I just saw San Clemente look so confident against Lusinger, and Preston Beck is really coming into his own, passing the ball so well. And San Clemente being at home, they already took care of business against Los Al one time. I think the Tritons get the win again. I have to disagree with you. Quickly, Teran, who do you got?
I got Los Alamitos. Look, San Clemente's offense has been playing a whole lot better ever since the first round of the playoffs, but I think the Griffins get it done. Remember, this is a revenge game, and Los Alamitos has been on a revenge tour throughout most of the season. They got revenge against Sarah. They got revenge against Edison last year. Now, do they have one more revenge game in them this time around? I think they do. I think the Griffins will come in ready to go, and they'll control time of possession.
All right. Should be a great game. And again, I think that's a fabulous game on Saturday. We're divided on. All right. Last game of the week to get to. And before I forget, I don't know if I said it earlier, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Friday, day after Thanksgiving. How about Santa Margarita-Centennial Division I championship game at the Rose Bowl? Carson Palmer, first-year coach, taking on Matt Logan, the 300-win established coach of the Huskies. Santa Margarita, great defense. Centennial beat Mater Dei twice. Enough said.
Right.
Beat Mater Dei twice. And then, of course, Santa Margarita beat Centennial in the league, in the non-league season. Trent Mosley, by the way, did not play in that game for Santa Margarita. Who do you got in this one, Steve?
I haven't seen Santa Margarita a couple times this year, and that defense is something else, man. That is a violent crew. They swarm to the football,
Yes.
and they make some heavy duty contact when they get there, man. So I really like the Santa Margarita team. Trace Johnson, the quarterback, I've seen him play three times in person. Had his best game last week against Orange Lutheran. He was really good. And that offensive line's really good. Those big guys up front are fantastic. Dash Fafita, we're going to talk about him as Defensive Player of the Year. All those cats, Samote, up front too, charging the quarterback pretty good. This Santa Margarita team seems like they're just, on a launch, on a team of destiny thing. Man, they're going to be tough to beat. Centennial, of course, they got dudes, right? And Matt Logan knows how to coach in big games. But I really like the way the Eagles are moving along here. I got Santa Margarita winning this game, Dan.
All right, Friars got the Trinity co-champion, tri-champion, Santa Margarita winning Division I at the Rose Bowl Friday. Teran, who do you have?
Believe it or not, I'm going to take Corona Centennial. This is another revenge game, and the way we've been seeing some of these revenge games, the other team has gotten the better of them. And keep in mind, Centennial was one blocked extra point away from actually beating Santa Margarita on the road. I think Santa Margarita will put up a fight, and it's going to be a down-to-the-wire game, but I think Corona Centennial will just come out with the win. I expect Matt Logan to have a great game plan ready to go against Santa Margarita, but do not sleep on that Santa Margarita defense.
All right, so we are starting to get some differential picks in the here at the end here. I am going with Santa Margarita. Defense wins championships, as the saying goes.